One of the best analogies is Russian roulette. Teenagers in America are dying every day because they think they're taking pills such as Xanax or Adderall, but what it really is are copycat pills laced with fentanyl, which kills instantly.
So frightening, and these kids aren't taking it to get high, they're taking it to cope. And now a group of fathers united in grief are trying to find purpose in their loss. Mara McDonald joins us now live. And Mara, for parents of teenagers, this is definitely a must watch.
Karen, it really is. And you know, since the government cannot stop this poison from going across our borders, we've got a group of local dads who has come together to go directly to the kids and let them know that there is a ton of counterfeit prescription medication out there, especially being sold on social media channels. And if they think they're getting a Xanax or an Adderall in order to try and help them get through a big exam or a big interview, that more than likely it's fake. And they have a better than 50-50 chance, according to the DEA, of getting something that is laced with a lethal dose of fentanyl.
My name's Jack McCarthy, and I crush people.
Bright, charming, sweet, a good friend, a great brother, and the most beloved son.
Kathy had said to me one night, it's sort of like we're going to be living the rest of our days out in hell.
In September of 2021, 19-year-old Jack McCarthy collapsed at home.
You know, I was in the middle of a set, and I can't really remember all the details, I think, because your mind puts them away in a place. I just know my head was on the ground in a parking lot, and I was screaming.
What kills a healthy 19-year-old? Counterfeit Xanax, laced with fentanyl. Jack found a guy on Snapchat. He didn't want anybody to know the anxiety he was feeling. He bought 4 of what he thought was Xanax.
This was 100% trying to feel not super anxious.
For Jamie, son of radio icon J.P. McCarthy and a successful advertising executive, the first year was an exercise in survival. One of the only places offering respite, the garage he and Jack turned into a makeshift gym during COVID. The two love mixed martial arts and loved to spar.
I've come in here and laid on the floor and cried, to be honest with you, a few times. Not planning to.
In order to survive, Jamie came to the realization he needed to channel his rage.
You have to have purpose. You have to go find a purpose through your loss.
And then the stories from so many other parents whose beautiful, bright kids were murdered by counterfeit prescription meds started coming his way. He knew what he wanted to do.
I could never have imagined that I would be at the high school where he graduated from, speaking to all of you.
The kids, they leaned in and listened as the group known as Fentanyl Fathers explained the reality to them. Counterfeit prescription meds are everywhere. They have a better than 50-50 chance of dying from fentanyl poisoning if they buy it from someone on, say, Snapchat.
How many people do you know that suffered from anxiety? Raise your hand.
Or who have depression.
How about depression?
Jamie told them they must talk to somebody.
I know it's hard, but believe me, it's not nearly as hard as the alternative.
Kids can sense insincerity a mile away. What they saw on that stage,
I'm going to end my talk about Jack
was real
with a poem that Jack's sister, if I can get through it.
And it was raw.
Samantha, do you want to come up and read it? Because I don't think I can get through it.
I hear the sweet intro of Sweet Child of Mine. I am tempted to turn it off, but today I let it play.
They needed to talk to him afterwards.
I told him it was the best speech ever.
Oh, wow.
Jack McCarthy, forever 19. His father, Jamie, and the whole family, forever changed.
If I change one kid's mind, that's a victory.
Back here live, that presentation that you saw Jamie giving was done at Seaholm High School. It's one of the schools that Fentanyl Fathers has started going into in both Michigan and Ohio. The plan is to take this national and to have other parents sign on and help get that message out. If you want more information on Fentanyl Fathers or to learn more about Jamie's mission or Jack's story, all you've got to do is head on over to clickondetroit.com. And Kimberly, Karen, a heartfelt thanks to the McCarthy family. This was an excruciating interview for them.
I can't even imagine sitting down and being able to share that story, Mara. So we do thank them for sharing. What about the case? Do you know, has anyone ever been arrested yet for selling Jack these counterfeit meds?
So the short answer is no. The long answer is that it is still open for investigation. Do the police know who sold it? They sure do. But they're looking at doing more than getting the dealer. They want the network.
Right.
And that takes time.
It sure does. All right, Mara, we do appreciate it. By the way, should you be faced with saving a life during an opioid overdose emergency, would you know what to do? Knowing how to use Narcan could save a life, and that's why tomorrow, Jason Colthorpe and Rhonda Walker will learn how to use a Narcan kit. That's at 7 a.m. on Local 4 Plus.